Hello guys, so I hope you are making a very wise use of the videos which you have been constantly uploading on the YouTube channel for TCS Aptitude Questions and Answer. So the questions which we have solved there in the videos, I hope you are going through that, and cause a lot of questions you'll find very similar in the exam. And then on special request from a lot of people have again come up with another video on TCS Aptitude Questions and Answer, cause the questions in TCS aptitude sections would be a little tough this time, and so this is how we have come up with another video here. And please solve each and every question, and also feel free to ask your doubts in the comment section, right? Thank you so much, and now let's start solving the questions one by one.
Alright guys, so let's not waste much time and let's start with the questions quickly from here. So let's start with our first question. A question from number systems, right? So the question says, find the total number of palindrome between 4200 and 19,000. Yes, and here are your options. To just give you a hint, what is a palindrome? A palindrome is a number which is the same when you read it from the left hand side or the right hand side. For example, 4004. So that is 4004 from both the left hand side and the right hand side, right? So we have to find the total number of palindromes between 4200 and 19,000. So take your time. I'm giving you 60 seconds for this particular question, and your timer starts now. Alright, so I hope you were able to solve this question, at least some of you. So let me start explaining this to you now. So 4200 to 19,000. We have to find the total number of palindromes possible. So let me first start for the numbers between 4200 to 5,000. Yes, so 4-digit numbers. So if this position is a 4, this should also be a 4 on a definite basis. Yes, for the number to be a palindrome. Then these two numbers should also be same. Whatever number we are writing here, we have to write the same number here, right? So what are the possibilities? Can be from 0, 1, 2, so on till 9. But the number should start from 40 to 100, right? So 0 cannot be a case, because 4004 will be number less than 4200, not in the bandwidth which we are given. Similarly, 4114, this doesn't suit as well. So talking about 2, so 4224, yes, it's a palindrome and it's a number between 4200 and 19,000. Yes. Similarly, 4334, 4444, and 4554, and so on till 4994. So 2 to 9. So there are 8 such numbers possible between 4200 to 5000. Yes. Okay. So 4200 to 5000 sorted. Now let's talk for the numbers between 5000 to 6000. Similar scenario. A number starting from 5 should also end with 5. Here the number should be same, but from 0 to 9. But one difference here is in this case, we can also use 0, 1 and all those numbers, right? So the numbers can be 5005 or 5115, 5225, 5335 and so on till 5995. So there are 10 such numbers, right? Similarly, there will be 10 such numbers between 5000 to 6000. So 6000 to 7000. 10, so this is for 6 to 7000. Similarly, 10 more numbers between 7 to 8000. 7000 to 8000, that is what I mean. Then again, 10 more numbers between 8000 to 9000. Similarly, 10 more numbers between 9000 to 10,000. So these are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 numbers. And there are 8 numbers. So I can say between 4200 to 10,000, there will be 58 palindromes possible. Yes, this is between 4200 to 10,000. There are 58 such numbers. Now let's talk about the numbers between 10,000 to 19,000. So how many numbers are possible in that case? So 2, 3, 4, 5 positions. The first number should be 1, right? Mandatory, because it's 10,000 to 19,000. So the 10,000th position is definitely 1. So the same goes for the 5th position as well, that is 1 as well. Yes. Now, for a number to be palindrome, what I believe is this and this number should be same. Yes. Only if this is same, this is a palindrome. So for example, let's say 15051. This is a palindrome, right? So this and this position is same. So in how many ways can we fill these positions? The second and the fourth position. We can fill 0 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we fill 9 here? If I fill 9 here, the number will be 1, 9 something and then 9, 1, which is greater than 19,000, right? 19,000 and something 91, right? So that is not possible here. So the second and the fourth position can be filled in 9 ways only, not 10 ways. Similarly, the third position, right? It can be filled with any position, right? So whatever this number is, it doesn't matter, right? It will definitely be a palindrome if the first and the fifth number are same, and if the second and the fourth numbers are same, the third position, whatever it is, the number is definitely going to be a palindrome. So 9 ways, right? Similarly, so the third position, we can fill it in 10 different ways. So second and the fourth position can be filled in 9 ways. The third position can be filled in 10 ways. So that means the total number of ways are 9 into 10. If you have a little bit of idea on P and C, and if you don't have that, just go and watch our lectures on P and C. This concept will be very clear to you. So 10 into 9, which is 90 ways. So there are 90 numbers between 10,000 to 19,000 which are palindrome, and then we had 58 numbers between 4200 and 10,000. So the total is nothing but 90 plus 58, which is 148. Yes. So guys, if you still have any doubt, we would be glad to see your doubts on the comment section there, right? So now let's move on to the next question from here. A question from profit and loss. It says a manufacturer undertakes to supply 2,000 pieces of a particular component at rupees 25 per piece. According to his estimates, even if 5% fail to pass the quality test, then he'll make a profit of 25%. However, as it turned out, 50% of the components were rejected. What is the loss to the manufacturer? I guess a very easy question from profit and loss. I'm giving you guys 45 seconds to solve this particular question, and then I'll solve this question for you. So your timer starts now. Okay. So let's first start with the first case scenario here. So the first scenario here is, just give me a second. So the first scenario here is, out of 2000 pieces, if 5% fail and if he's selling them for 25 per piece, he's making a profit of 25%. So let's see the selling price in this case. We can calculate the selling price from here, right? The only thing we can calculate. So let's calculate the selling price and then we'll calculate the cost price for the items, right? So to find a loss or a profit thing, we always need the cost price and the selling price. That's all we need, right? So from the first case, 2000 pieces and let's say 5% failed to pass the quality test. So out of 2000, 5% failed. So what are the, good quality of pieces which can be sold? So what is 5% of 2000? 5% of 2000 is 100. So 100 are defective. So that means the good quality items are 2000 minus 100, which is 1900 pieces which he can sell, right? This 1900 he can sell at a price of 25 per piece. It's given over here, 25 per piece. He can sell the components. Yes. So that means the selling price would be 1900 into 25 is nothing but 47,500. Yes. Now it says even if 5% fail to pass the quality test, he'll make a profit of 25%. So this gives me a hint on finding the cost price from here. So let's say the cost price is X. If it says there is a 25% profit, that means I'm sorry, the selling price is 125 by 100x, where x is the cost price. That's how we find the selling price, right? If there is a 25% profit on something, so that means 125 by 100 of the cost price will give you the selling price, which is already given to us as 47,500. Yes. So from here I can calculate x, right? So x would be nothing but 38,000, which is the cost price. Did you guys get this? I mean, see, this is the selling price and it says there is a 25% profit if we are selling it at this price. Yes. So we have the selling price. We can calculate the selling price from the profit and the cost price as well, which is 125 by 100x, which will give me 47,500. So from there I calculated x, which is the cost price, and I found it out to be 38,000. So now I have the cost price, yes, which is 38,000. Now the second case scenario, it says, however, it turned out that 50% of the components were rejected. So that means in the second case he is only able to sell 1000 components because 50% were rejected, so the leftover were 1000. The selling price is same, which is 25 per component. So the net selling price would be 25,000. The cost price is 38,000. So I can easily calculate the loss from here. So the loss is nothing but the cost price minus selling price, which is 38,000 minus 25,000. That will give me 13,000. Yes, so the answer is nothing but option number B, that is 13,000. Okay, question from ages now. So it says 9 years ago Andromeda's age was twice Achilles' age, right? And 9 years hence Andromeda's age will be 4/3 times the age of Achilles, right? So find Andromeda's present age in binary numbers. A little bit of ages combined with a little bit of number conversions, right? So I'm giving you 45 seconds for this particular question and your timer starts now. See, the most important thing is when you get no idea on how to solve the question, you just assume things, right? And that is what I'm going to do here. Let's say Andromeda's age is Y and the age of Achilles is, X and Y, right? Now, 9 years ago, so what would be Andromeda's age 9 years ago? X minus 9. What would be Achilles' age 9 years ago? Y minus 9. Yes, and it says Andromeda's age was twice. See, the most important thing is when you get no idea on how to solve the question, you just assume things, right? And that is what I'm going to do here. Let's say Andromeda's age is Y and the age of Achilles is, X and Y, right? Now, 9 years ago, so what would be Andromeda's age 9 years ago? X minus 9. What would be Achilles' age 9 years ago? Y minus 9. Yes, and it says Andromeda's age was twice Achilles' age 9 years ago, right? So that means to equate this, I have to multiply 2 with the age of Achilles. So that is x minus 9 is equals to 2y minus 18, which gives me x minus 2y is equal to minus 9. The first equation from here. Now, 9 years hence, Andromeda's age will be 4/3 times the age of Achilles. So, after 9 years, what will be the age of Andromeda? X plus 9. Age of Achilles will be y plus 9. And it says Andromeda's age will be 4/3 times. So, to equate this, we have to multiply 4/3 with the age of Achilles, right? So, from here, I'll get the equation as 3x minus 4y is equal to 9. The second equation from here. Yes, and I know you're smart enough to calculate the age of Andromeda from here, right? We don't need to calculate y because the question has only asked you to find the age of Andromeda, so we just need to calculate what is x, right? So that I hope everyone can calculate from here. So if I calculate x, I'll get x as 27. You guys can pause the video and try finding out the value for x. So x, I got it as 27, but that is none of the answer because you need to find the age in binary numbers. So how do you find the convert a number from decimal to binary? So let me erase it from here and then I'll explain it to you. So 27, right? So to convert it into binary, just divide it using 2. So 13, the remainder is 1. Because 13 2s are 26 and the remainder is 1. Again we divide it using 2. So I get 6. Again the remainder is 1. Again I'll divide it using 2. The remainder will be 0. Again I divide it using 2. So the remainder is again 1. Right? So the number in binary would be 1 1 0 1 1. It's not, so basically we start from here, start writing the numbers from here and we go till end. So it is 1 1 0 1 1. So the binary number for 27 is nothing but 11011. So the answer is option number A. As simple as that. So let's move on to another question, a question from time and work. So Colonel, General and Major started a work together for rupees 860. Colonel and Major did 8/17 of the total work, while Major and General together did 12/17 of the total work. What is the amount of the least efficient worker? And here are your options. So I'm not explaining this here. I'm giving you 30 seconds for this question. And I hope 80 to 90% of the people would be able to solve this question at least. So your timer starts now. Alright, so a very easy question, so I'm not wasting much time here. I'll be really quick while solving this question. So, if they are working together on one piece of work, so one thing is obvious. So I'm writing C for kernel, G for major, and so G for general and M for major. So the combined work would be one because they are going to finish the entire work. I'm given that kernel and major did 8/17 of the total work. So C plus M is 8 by 17. So I know that C plus G plus M is 1. If I know C plus M, so I can find G. G would be nothing but 1 minus 8 by 17, which is nothing but 9 by 17. Yes? Now, talking about the second equation given here, which is M plus G. Major and general together did 12/17 of the work. So M plus G is 12 by 17. I already know the value of G, right? So G is 9 by 17. So M would be 12 by 17 minus 9 by 17, which is nothing but 3 by 17. Yes. So G's work is 9 by 17, M's work is 3 by 17, and so I know that C's work would be 5 by 17 from here if I calculate. Yes. So who did the least amount of work? Major did the least amount of work, which is 3 by 17th of the total work, right? So the total amount is 816, right? And if major did 3/17th of the work, what is the amount he'll receive? So that is nothing but 3 by 17 into 816. So this will give me 48, and 48 threes are 144. Here's your answer. Guys, this was a very easy question, and that is why I was rushing it up a little. So if you still have doubt, you can definitely comment there in the comment box, and the team will definitely help you out. Alright, so let's move on to another question from here. A question from divisibility. What is the largest number that will divide 90207 and the other two numbers without leaving a remainder? And the options are there on your screen. Yes. So this just to give you a basic hint, just think about HCF and LCM here, and I hope you will get the answer from there, right? I've already taken this up in my theory lectures already for HCF and LCM, so I hope you guys would be able to solve this out from here. So take your time. I'm giving you 30 seconds for this question, and your timer starts now. Nine zero two zero seven 232585, and then 127986. So to find LCM or HCF for any number, I always suggest you to go for the prime factorization method, because that is the easiest way to find HCF or LCM. And for this particular question, I hope you got the idea of finding the HCF, because a number which will divide these three numbers without leaving a remainder, that is nothing but the HCF of these three numbers. So how do we find the HCF of three numbers? We just have to go through the prime factorization method. So if I write 90207, it can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 13 into 257. I hope you know how to solve this out. If not, just let me know. We'll try to teach this out in the next video which we're going to be upload. So the second one can be factorized as 2 into 3 into 83 into 257. The third number can be factorized as 5 into 80 8 into 257, right? So doesn't matter, right? Let's say 81. So to find the HCF, there is one standard rule. Whatever you find common in all the three is what your HCF is. So here I see there's a 3 over here, but there is no 3 in this third scenario. Similarly, I see 13 over here, but there is no 13 for this and this number. I could see that there is only one common number, which is 257 overall, right? And nothing else in all these three number which is common to also. There is a 5 for the third number, but there is no 5 as a factor for the second number or the first number. So the only common thing is 257. So I can say that the HCF of these three numbers is 257, and that is the number which will divide these three numbers without leaving a remainder. So the answer is 257. Okay, a question from boats and streams. So a motorboat covers a certain distance downstream in 30 minutes while it comes back in 45 minutes. If the speed of the stream is 5 km per hour, what is the speed of the boat in still water? A easy question, I would say. You don't even need the formulas to calculate this particular question. You can just go with your basic intuition and you'll be able to find out the answer. So I'm giving you 30 seconds for this question and your timer starts now. So guys, there are a lot of formulas available for boats and streams, and which you can also find on our TCS dashboards and TCS preparation resources, the link to which will be provided in the description of the video. But still, this is a very easy question. I mean, you don't need formula to solve this question. You just need the basic idea on what downstream is and what upstream is, and you can directly find out the answer. So what I need to find? I need to find the speed of the boat in still water. Let's say it is x. Speed of the stream is 5. So if we have the speed of the boat in still water, if we have the speed of the stream, then what is the speed downstream? Speed downstream is when we add up the speeds, right, of the boat and of the river or the water. Yes. So x plus 5, so see, the boat is flowing in, so the river is flowing in the same direction as the boat is, right? So in that case, the speeds are added up. So this is called downstream. Let's say the river is flowing in this direction, but the boat is sailing, or is going in the upward direction, and they have a different direction of flow. In that case, the speeds are subtracted. Yes. So speed downstream would be x plus 5. Speed upstream would be x minus 5. Yes? Okay. Now, tell me one thing, what is common in both this scenario, in downstream and upstream? A boat goes downstream, it comes back. So it goes downstream and then it comes back in 45 minutes. One common thing here is the distance, right? They are going to travel the same distance in both the cases. You have the speed, you have the time. You can easily find out things from here. So let's talk about the first. So what is distance? Distance is speed into time, and distance is same for both the cases. So in the first case, the speed is x plus 5 and it took 30 minutes. In the second case, the speed is x minus 5 and it took 45 minutes. But in both the cases, they traveled the same distance, which means we can equate this from here. So x plus 5 into 30 is equals to x minus 5 into 45, 2, 3. So that means 2x plus 10 is equals to 3x minus 15. So that gives me x is equal to 25. So the speed of the boat is nothing but 25 kilometer per hour. Guys, see, I cannot waste a lot of time here teaching you the entire concept on boats and streams. So if you wish to learn them, definitely go through the TCS placement dashboard, the link to which I'll provide it in the description of the video. Alright, so let's move on to another question from here, a question from geometry. Okay, so let's move on to another question from here, a question from geometry. So here's the question. It says the largest possible sphere that can be chiseled out from a cube of side a centimeter, right? And we need to find the volume for that sphere. It's very obvious from the options. Yes? So take your time and try solving this question out, right? I'm giving you 30 seconds for this because it should not take more than 30 seconds. Alright, so the question says we are chiseling out a sphere from a cube. So let me try drawing a cube here. So that looks like a decent cube. So we have to chisel out a sphere from here. So a sphere inside this is what they mean, right? So the only thing I understand from here is if I chisel out a sphere from here, if I'm taking the edges of the cube out from here, the diameter of the sphere which we're gonna get should be A, and that is also the length of the side of a cube already given to us. Yes, I hope you are able to visualize it from here, right? So the diameter of the sphere which we can chisel out from a cube of side A is A. So that means the radius is A by 2. So we can chisel out a sphere with radius A by 2 from a cube of side A. Yes, so that means the volume. So the formula for the volume of a sphere is nothing but 4 by 3 pi r cube, where r is a by 2, so 4 by 3 into pi into a by 2 the whole cube, right? So that will give me 4 by 3 into pi into a cube upon 8. So the answer would be pi, so a cube into pi upon 3 into 2 is 6, right? Which is already highlighted over here. So the answer is option number A, that is a cube into pi upon 6. A easy question from geometry here. So guys, there are a lot of standard questions from geometry which are asked in TCS again and again. And to know more on those, we'll share a PDF in the description of the video wherein you can find such formulas with ease and you can practice a lot of problems from geometry, right? Okay. So if that is fine, let's move on to maybe the last question for this video, a question from series. So here's the question on your screen. It says, in a group of 5 families, every family is expected to have a certain number of children, such that the number of children forms an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 1. starting with two children in the first family. Despite the objection of their parents, every child in a family has as many pets to look after as the number of offsprings in the family. What is the total number of pets in the entire group of five families? The language sounds to be very tough to a lot of people. Even I thought it's a tough question, but when you read the question carefully, you understand the question carefully, the question is really easy. I'm giving you a minute to solve this question. Your timer starts now, and I hope you guys get the correct answer here. So here's your timer, and it starts now. All right, guys. So it says there are five families. See, for such long questions, it's always advisable to, note down each and every pointer the question says. Because if you don't do that, once you end up reading the entire question, you have nothing in your head and everything is gone. So I always note such things down, all the information provided in each and every statement. So it says it is expected to have a certain number of children, such that the number of children forms an arithmetic progression with a common difference of 1. AP with a common difference of 1. Starting with two children in the first family. So a lot of information from here, I guess. So there are five families. The first family has two children, and it is said that they are in an AP with a common difference of 1. So that means the second family will have 3 children, the third will have 4, then 5, and then 6. Yes, the common difference from here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now, despite the objection of their parents, every child in a family has as many pets to look after as the number of offsprings in the family. What is the total number of pets in the entire group of five families? So, first family has two children. Each children has two pets. The second family has three children, right? Each children will have three pets each. Because it says each child in a family has as many pets to look after as the number of offspring in the family. So 3 child, so everyone will have 3. So similarly, 4 child with 4 pets each, 5 child with 5 pets each, and 6 child with 6 pets each. So I can write it as 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 4 into 4 plus 5 into 5 plus 6 into 6. Yes, which is nothing but 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 plus 36. Found out to be a series of the squares of the number starting from 2 to 6. When we add them up, we get the answer as 90. So guys, the moral of this particular question is that never ignore a question just looking at the language of it. Sometimes the language might be very tough, it look tough, but it is not. Once you start solving the question, you will find out that it was the easiest question you could ever solve. Yes. So I guess this was a good lecture, and I tried to take a little different questions here in this video this time, guys. And if you have any other doubts regarding anything, just comment down in the comment box. And we also have a lot of videos uploaded on the same channel, so you can just subscribe it, and we will also upload a lot of videos for your TCS preparation in the coming time. So I suggest you to go through each and every video and try solving the questions, because these questions are very, very important. Apart from that, we also have a very standard WhatsApp group wherein we provide all the notifications related to placements, and the link to join the WhatsApp group could be found in the description of the video. And yes, you might not know when we upload another video, right? So to know that, just click onto the bell icon and subscribe the channel so that you are notified whenever the team or me we upload a new video for you, right? So thank you so much for watching the video, and guys, please comment down in the comment box for any doubts related to anything. And also, as promised, we will share the geometry PDF with you guys in the description of the video, wherein there are very standard and important formulas for the TCS aptitude section. So thank you so much guys for watching the video. I hope you had a great time. Thank you.